heart stopped as soon as two friends were running into the stops. Then, what is it? Oh, forget it. I didn't want anyone to see when work. I'm sorry, but since you followed me here, you brought this on yourself. Oh, jeez. Looks like she's short-circuiting. I know this might happen, but I still don't have any idea what to do. What should I say? What the fuck? Ellipses again. Oh, come on, we both know what's going on here. You feel bad for me because of what happened to my mom, and I took advantage of that to drag it into coming with me. Into coming with me tonight. Is that right? To pretend like you didn't know. I've seen how weird everyone acts around me since I got back. Everyone knows, but no one wants to acknowledge it. Hey, I get it. Scratch it. There's no way I can get what you're going through. But I get wanting things to go back to normal. Yeah, whatever. You've done your duty here, Ashley. Probably more. Anyway, feeling good about how you spent the night helping a half-orphan girl. I'm not trying to be unappreciative or anything, but let's be real here for a second. Tomorrow I'll just be that girl who ordered you to do things and start crying at you. And the next time we see each other, we'll pretend like we've never met. And it'll be awkward until we reach that point where we've seen each other and pretending not to know each other so many times that it becomes natural. And then we'll move to different dorms next year and never see each other again. Hey, don't see that thing. I don't know about you, but I actually kinda had fun tonight. And I said I appreciate the effort, Ashley, really. But please, what part tonight could you have possibly enjoyed? As this would mean that he was next to her room and she won't like that. So. Yeah. That did feel pretty good, actually. I've always wanted to do that. So just tell us straight up, nope, I'm not gonna even pretend I want to talk to you. Yeah, that guy had no idea what to even do. It was kind of hilarious. So fine, you enjoyed something. But whatever. The universe is still a cold, dark place, and we're all still nothing more than temporary, largely arbitrary arrangements of atoms from dead stars. Wow, that was fast. Sorry, my disposition isn't sunnier, Ashley. In case you didn't notice, I'm not in a particularly happy place right now. Hey, I thought it actually looked like you were having fun for a second there. Maybe. It's hard to have fun when I know that even if the rest of my life is perfect. If nothing else bad happens, I graduate Facebook class and I get an awesome job. Even if I win a Nobel Prize for curing cancer, stopping climate change, and resurrecting dinosaurs. Even if I discover immortality, upload my brain to a computer, and command an army of future robots with my mind, I'll never see my mother again. With every second that passes, the memory of her will go just a little fainter. Until someday I'm old and I realize I can't even remember the sound of her voice. So yeah, I was having fun, except for the part where I was thinking about Colette. Well, ellipses everywhere. Don't even bother asking. You're nice enough, but there's literally nothing you can say to fix this. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, actually. Well, shit. Guess it's time for me to start crying again. Hey, come on now, then. Maybe you're just tired. I mean, obviously you're not just tired. You've got totally legit reasons to be miserable. But maybe it feels I need to be a bit better if you got some sleep. Well, sleep kept making me feel worse, at least. Should I stick to warm? Some way? So So you're lost too? Fine, we'll use my phone GPS. Looks like shit, the battery's dead. Figures. Yet another sign of cosmic indifference. What about in your phone? Didn't bring it. Plus it's too low tech with GPS anyway. Can't you, just charge the phone yourself? You know, with your electric charm? Ugh. Okay, stand back for a second and I'll give this a shot. Whoa. I think that ball can't any closer to me. It would have cinched my ear. Yeah, sorry about that. My charm gets a little erratic under stress. I'm afraid if I try again, I'll kill the phone's battery. So what do? Don't look at me. I've already tried my charm. Can't you just levitate us back to the dorm? It's a little beyond my skill level. I'm probably beyond the skill of every levitator who ever existed ever. My charm isn't magic. Well, I guess I've always wondered what it's like to be a hobo. Looks like I'm sitting right here. You're not doing that. Yeah, you got a better idea? Nope. You're useless. Well, let's look at that. Being a hobo actually doesn't sound that much fun. I guess we should, move our son before we freeze. Like a battery, I lose energy faster in the cold. I don't suppose you'd be willing to carry me. Hey, you say you didn't want anyone to keep you different. Besides, if you move, you'll generate heat. Yes, but also be contributing to the inevitable heat death of the universe. So you actually think that way on a day-to-day basis? No. I've always thought the big rip of more confusing theory for the end of the universe than heat death. Dark matter, man. Yeah, so just follow me. We walk. Neither of us has any idea where we're going. Len loses enthusiasm fast, and he's just sleepy like a hobo humor at times. Needless to say, I advise her strongly against this. We walk more. Heck, I'm about ready to sleep like a hobo now. I can't believe we haven't even seen anyone to ask directions from. This part of campus really is like this time of night. We walk even more. It's been something like an hour now. Wait, make that an hour and a half. We're both exhausted. Finally, somehow, we end up in the lower quad and I realize where we are. And so, finally, we make our way back to the door. Act 4. I'm tired, I'm cold, and I'm miserable. But I still don't look half as bad as Lynn. When we get in the dorm and I see her in the light, she looks like a ghost. Well, at least we're both tired now. I bet you'll go right to sleep. Doubt it. While we were walking, I thought of like 10 new things that would haunt me when I lay in bed. I may never sleep again. Weren't you excited to sleep earlier? I'd be concerned. Even if I did sleep right away, there's a non-trivial probability of nightmares. And worst of all will be that brief moment in the morning after I wake up, not knowing where I am, but feeling a weird soreness in my chest from crying. And wondering what I could have been so sad about. Then I'll remember. Well, sometimes Lynn sounds like she's joking with just inside herself, but she's scary serious now. Lynn, is something wrong? Wait, dumb question. Then, is something more wrong than it was an hour ago? I had a lot of time to think when walking. That was a bad idea, but I couldn't stop myself. Well, aren't you at least a little happy we made it to back? Stupid burp. Well, aren't you at least a little happy we made it back to the dorm, okay? Honestly, no. I mean, I'm certainly not unhappy about it. But I don't feel much of anything right now. Nothing at all? Not even the teensiest, tiniest, itty bittiest, I'm not happy, relieved, relieved, or anything at all? Well, I'm a little hungry. Does that count? Hunger's not bad, I guess. Do you want something to eat? I don't care. Well, if you're hungry, I could. Pastiche. Are they organic potato chips?
Yeah, actually, I think they are.
Oh, gross. Is that all you have?
Yes.
Fine. I'll eat some of your shitty potato chips. Just bring them to my room while I go sleep to something more miserable.
I grab the chips.
And I'm going to avoid yellow.
Because it's probably possibly the right route, maybe.
And I'll leave that for you guys. If you guys are actually interested in this somehow. For the story. I mean. That's one messy room.
When I get back, I hear the sound of some very sad indie rock coming out of her door. I go in and bring the chips over to her.
Yep. The taste of sparkles are distinctive. They're basically dehydrated astronaut food. I always thought they looked more like alien food.
Oh, that was Ashley. I start to levitate one of the chips like a UFO. Greetings, my friend. It is I, the space chip. I come from the future, my friend, with shocking events in the future taking place. And if, my friend, the future sounds like,
what are you even saying?
It's from that PT sci-fi movie. You know, the really bad one.
Never stopped.
No, you don't have to keep eating it. That's not just you don't like them.
Okay, so anyway. They're kind of good. Huh. But only kind of. They're the absolute minimum good. More mediocre, really. Also, I think I just finished the bag.
You ate all of them?
Yes. Chewing gives my head something to do about everything. Which is definitely a good thing.
Then tosses the bag in the recycling size.
It's strange. In theory, I'm happy that I'm not alone and to just rock food and everything. But in practice, I just feel like
It's understandable, I guess.
Understandable, maybe. But also super scary. You let this feeling that goes away.
I feel like feeling sadness. I'll have to go eventually.
That's not quite what I mean. Here's an example. Used to be whenever someone told a joke, my thoughts were 100%, hey, that's funny. But now whenever someone tells a joke, my thoughts are 80% like, hey, that's funny. And 20%, every time I love, including me, is going to die. That sounds unpleasant.
Maybe you shouldn't do that.
Hey, it's not like I'm trying to think on things. I can't control it. Don't you ever have that problem?
I guess sometimes. But no, not really. I guess I'm just generally a happy person. For some reason.
I don't know how I put up with you for a night. Other people are the worst, especially when I'm trying to get my mope on. You know what I mean? I guess this. Don't take it personal, by the way. I think I'm more jealous than anything. Yeah, happy people are just... they're just... What was I saying?
Something about how you had so many terrible things on mind that you're even a little bit tired?
You. You're probably boring me. That's the only answer. I'm going to close my eyes for a second now, but it's not because I'm tired. It's only so I can concentrate really hard, and the next thing I'm going to say is should be super important.
Okay.
Are you afraid?
What, afraid of you? No, I wouldn't say I find you especially terrifying. Especially not in those soft and fuzzy slippers.
Not afraid of me. Afraid of, you know, life. and Mach 0. The end. Are you afraid of what happens at the end? I guess that's how I expect you to answer. You'd be dumb if I asked you the same question. Okay, I knocked Alexei's place. I guess it would be done. Because you're totally asleep and not even listening right now. That looks like super uncomfortable sleeping position. Yep, it really does. But you need to rest however you can do it. I think I'll just quickly pointless about now. And why are you talking out loud if you want her to sleep, dude? Just say it in your mind. Good night. Oh. Sort of pragmatic or evasive. I think I made him evasive. As I did not bring up Jello at all. So I might end up in a bad ending. Might. Equally as important, did he make that damn Jello? So you have to make the Jello. Remember that, viewers, if you ever decide to play this. Just to see how it goes with the Jello. Yeah, that's a click again? Yes, I do. I wake up early the next day and wonder why it feels so good. Oh, right. I was drinking. If I drink just a little, not enough for a hangover, I always feel deceptively good in the morning. I will never ever taste that. Test. Because I will never ever drink. I was forced to drink before, but I hated it. Hate drinking. To crash sometime around 2 in the afternoon. But suddenly I remember Lynn, and my stomach clenches in a knot. I have the sneaky suspicion that everything I said to her last night was wrong. Yeah, most likely. That he talked about dumb stuff, made jokes at the wrong times, was just generally oblivious about how she was feeling. I didn't feel that way at the time, but it's clear in hindsight. She was right about what she said last night. It'll be super awkward if we ever see each other again. Or should I say, when we see each other again, since the storm isn't exactly huge. Well, if I can put up seeing her for a while, maybe it'll be less awkward. I'll just have to figure out her schedule, and then totally avoid it at all costs. Maybe I'll just stay in my room all day to be safe. That plan works super well, until I reach for my laptop and realize it's gone. I retrace my steps and find it in the study lounge. You are lucky it did not get stolen, dude. So was Lynn. Luckily, she's distracted by her textbook and not looking my way. I sneak in and grab the laptop. Lynn tenses, as if she's aware that the person is in the lounge, but she doesn't look up. I make it out without having to say anything. And that's it. Bad end. At least for a few weeks. I knew probability would catch up to us eventually. It happens in our dorm's cafeteria one morning. I'm sitting down at a table and happen to glance up to see if there is a light at the waffle maker. And we make eye contact. She looks as surprised as I am. Is it a dorm cafeteria? Is that why she's wearing socks? I didn't know what to do, so I just smiled to try and make things not weird. She comes over and sits down. Hey, I haven't seen you around lately. Yeah, me neither. So much ellipses. So how'd that exam go? Huh? The last time I saw you were studying for an exam. You said the textbook wasn't reading very well. Oh, that. It was fine. It was ridiculously typical and I stopped by with a date. But whatever.
Oh. I guess you picked a bad night to go to a party.
Let's talk about something other than that night, okay?
Oh, right, of course. So... baseball, huh? That's in season now, isn't it?
So I heard.
You both focus on eating for a while and say nothing.
Okay, fine, so we can talk about just one part of that night. Why didn't you tell me to stop and at least talk to that guy who came up to me at the party? I saw him in the library the other day. And his hair was awe-inspiring. Straight out of a 90s alt rock band. Why didn't you make me talk to him? Because I thought you would do the opposite thing. And that's the one time you decided to actually listen to what I said.
Hey, you didn't look interested, so I gave the advice I thought you wanted.
Yeah, whatever. He's probably like my perfect guy ever. And you ruined everything with your bad advice.
Hey, you wouldn't have even been at this party if it hadn't been for me.
Fair enough.
Then finish your breakfast.
But that's the last time any of us mentions that night ever, okay?
Sure, fine with me.
Good. Well, I should probably get over to the library now. I need to study for my next organic electrophysics 2 exam. Since I, was really prepared for that last one. See you around.
Then leaves. I find her into my meal and ready to leave too. It's subtle, but she looks and sounds a lot better than she did that night. I probably wasn't any help to her with all my vague answers to her questions, but I didn't need to be any help. One way or another, it was going to make it through okay. Yep, pretty much a bad or neutral ending, I think. Do I have to click again? An end.
Lynn was 18 when her mom passed away, and she wasn't ready. She wanted to move back home with her daddy, now lived all alone. But he said, Lynn, I'm sure that you know your mother would want you to go back to school and make some new friends and laugh a bit too. So Lynn took the next train they had to Amphora, and she bought some whiskey and tried to be cheerful.
Oh, ow.
One night in Amphora, one night in Amphora, she was 18.
Well, that was one night at Amphora. It was okay. But, it kind of felt awkward to me because she's just a girl that he kind of just met, sort of. And it's not, even if it's not his place / mine to be doing all that crap. I barely know her. It should be the place of someone closer to her. And I don't like being forced into that role. Because they only talked for a few minutes and all of a sudden being forced to go out somewhere. But that's just me. It was okay. And as you saw, the whole magic thing didn't really go anywhere. Heck, there's even no real point to mentioning or thinking about your personal when it's never brought up again. Oh, I'm into levitating, but I want to do econ, and then what's the point of that? It's okay, but